So I noticed that there's some sort of lightning developing, and I make it a point to totally physically isolate my computer from the outside world in the event that there's lightning or I'm not at home. So since I see there's lightning outside, it kind of forces me to shut my computer off. So it's the situation we have here now. Every now and then I find something in the garbage room. One time I found some sort of monitor that seemed to be okay, maybe because somebody got a bigger monitor. This is a Blu-ray disc player, and I'm guessing there's something wrong with it, but we'll see. It looks like somebody bought it from Value Village, and I'm guessing that there's something wrong with it that's in the garbage room. It's not impossible that it actually works, but I plugged it in and I can see that it's not totally dead. It's saying some things it will eject, so I'm guessing that there's something screwed up with the playback, and I don't even have any Blu-ray discs. I'm just worried that if I try to make this thing work, it's gonna like eat one of my discs. So I took one of my old DVD RWs I don't really ever use. It's kind of a low speed one, and I burnt a DVD to it, and I'm going to test that out and see if it plays back a DVD. But I don't even have a Blu-ray disc, and apparently recently they made Blu-ray LEDs and blue lasers in the last 20 years or something, and the nature of this blue light was such that they could pack more information on a medium because the wavelength was shorter for this blue light. So this is where all this Blu-ray stuff is, and I don't have anything Blu-ray here at all. And in fact, I don't really like this type of device, and it can maybe be played back through the network to be kind of like an external drive, but I don't have I'm not the kind of guy who has like this stuff hooked into a TV. So I think what I'm probably gonna do is probably not gonna play back, and I'm gonna just strip it down for anything I want. And I think you could kind of mess around making some sort of like a little Linux computer inside, but it'd be kind of tricky doing that, and there isn't a lot of input source. It's not like there's USB ports on it or anything to like turn into like a Raspberry Pi or anything. So it's not looking really that hopeful as a kind of a project. So I have it down here connected to a TV capture card, and I'm not sure about the HDMI, but the composite is outputting a signal. So I'm willing to bet that it's not going to play this DVD-RW. I mean, DVD-RW is kind of exotic in the first place, but we'll see. Let's just pop it out and see what happens here. Okay, so it's detected something's happening. Wow, that's kind of weird. It's actually kind of working. So this kind of makes me wonder if the Blu-ray is busted or the HDMI out is busted. I guess it's not impossible the HDMI out is busted. Okay, well, I guess until I have a Blu-ray disc, I can't really know what exactly the state of this thing is. Wow. Yeah, so it turned out that it actually does have a USB port, and it also has sort of network port. I don't know what exactly you can do with both those things, but so like I say, until I have a Blu-ray disc, I don't really know if it's totally working or the HDMI connection. So over the time, I've found another number of little tricks that have to do with command line things for Linux here using the tools, and I have to figure out which one of them is relevant. In the past, what I've done is made long exposures out of a series of images that had their pixel values averaged, and this is a technique to get over CCD noise. And the CCD on this particular camera is pretty noisy at high resolution, and especially when it's dark, and that's true of a lot of CCDs. And the newer iPhones probably don't have much of a problem, but see, I have here the way this works. I did it a little differently in the past, but what I did is the M player outputs a bunch of target images, and then the convert program averages the target images. So I have to figure out what the start point and the end point in the video I want to play is. Consider this video here. It's a little bit grainy. I'm interested in what the average pixel image would be here, but you notice how these trees are moving around, and the same sort of thing you have with a camera is you have some issues when you have things moving in a frame like this, and you can actually use this to like delete cars. It has to do with statistics and like how many cars you have, but you can do things like delete cars from a streetscape, because in the overall, if it's like 5% of the time you have cars, and you only get the street at the end, you average this all out.